Hello, everyone. Good evening. How is everyone today? But anyways, I'm not the one that's gonna be rambling tonight, okay? So I'm the one that's gonna present this wonderful woman who I highly admire. I admire her, her husband, her beautiful mom, who I love with all my heart, and she knows it. And it's an honor, it's a pleasure for me to be on here tonight to be able to present her today. And she's gonna be talking to you about something that changed my life when I was 24 years old. 18 years ago, you make the math. I'm not gonna say it. And I started it when I was very, very, very young, and it changed my life. So I know if it changed mine, it's changed hers. It can also change yours. So if it's your first day here tonight, welcome. And this is tonight is for you. So open up your ears, open up your heart, and just listen to what we have for you tonight. So I want to leave with you guys tonight. Let me go ahead and add her to the spotlight. Cindy, thank you, Omar. I know you're helping me. Cindy.
Hello. Okay, yes, I'm unmuted. Thank you, Jennifer, for that. That's super sweet. Thank you so much for that welcome. I love you so much. You know that. And it's so great to see all these super smiling faces. I see Edgar. I see Jennifer. I see Omar, Betty, Adriana, Sarah, Dan, JB, Dom, Sonia, and all of you. I'll mention all of you. Why not? Give you a shout out. Nena, I see Sharon, Miss Sharon. She's tuning in from Belize, FYI. Evie, Carlos, Ruth, Marissa, LD, Foreman. Good to see y'all. I'm so happy to, be able to share this moment with y'all. So basically tonight, I just want to tell you a little bit about what is it that we do and why we do it and why we are so passionate about sharing it with other people. So just to give you a little bit of background. So my name is Cindy Villanueva, although I've been called Cindy Sanchez, Cindy Salazar. My actual name is Cynthia. So basically Cynthia, Cindy, either one works. Okay, I respond to both. I even respond to Lily because that is my middle name. So, the only thing I am Villanueva Salazar, I need to change my name. My husband gets after me for that. The only thing I'm not is Sanchez. So, anyway, so let me tell a little bit about myself. Jennifer mentioned that I am an anthropologist. I did. I went to UT Austin. I am from Texas, hook 'em horns. I will always tell you that first because I am super patriotic when it comes to Texas. So I studied anthropology at UT Austin. And after that, I graduated and I was recruited for Teach for America. Now, Teach for America is a program that recruits college graduates and takes them to a low income city like Houston. There was one for the Miami-Dade area. There's so in New York, California, and all these different places. I was placed in Houston, Texas. And when I graduated from college, the first thing I said is, I'll never live in Houston. I'll never be a teacher. And that's exactly the first thing I did. So never say never. Okay. I moved to Houston. I used to hate it. I loved living in Houston. It was fantastic. And I liked teaching. I think when I first went in, I thought I could do it for the rest of my life because I thought this is ridiculous. I thought it would be easy. That was so dumb. Literally, when I was hired, I thought, okay, I am going to be able to go chill out with the kids and teach them because I'm a real chill person. I'll be able to teach them. And then after that, I'll meet up my friends for dinner, maybe go to a bar, just so chill. And the next day it'll be easy going because I think that's what I saw growing up. It was just a very chill environment. My cousin was a teacher. I had friends who were teachers and they were fine. That was not my reality. So first of all, because I was in Teach for America, there was an extra push from us to outperform other teachers. And there was constant pressure coming from that system. And second of all, I was placed in a charter school in Houston that asked way more of its teachers. We worked longer hours. So our school days were from 8 a.m. We had to be there by 7:30. But we started school at 8 a.m. It finished at 4:30 p.m. And then we were expected to stay longer for either after school activities or to do a myriad of other things. I ended up being not only a teacher, I taught Spanish in every single grade level. Okay, so I taught 15 to 18-year-olds. Then I was also a culture manager. That means I had to create an environment that made students want to stay in school, which is hard. Then I was also a men's volleyball coach. I was also the content creator. So I created the curriculum for Spanish across the district at a certain level. And I had other jobs. I had to pick up the slack from my boss, who I don't think was prepared to have her job, but she was a favorite. So I don't know if you've ever been to a job where it is clear that there are certain people who are favorites. And you are upset because they work a lot less. She had one class to teach. I had 6 different classes to teach, and there was 3 different subjects. I had to prepare 3 different lesson plans. I had to deliver 3 different lessons. Okay. And it was just chaos. And we didn't have substitute teachers. We had to fill in for other people. And there were people who got sick all the time. So I had to go fill in for their classes. And then I was one of the few teachers who spoke Spanish. So hello, Cindy, please translate all these meetings for us. Okay, so it was not what I thought. It was just a lot of work. I loved the teaching part, and I loved coaching the volleyball team. I still talk to some of my students. Some of them even went to become teachers, and it's kind of wild to know the ones that went on to become teachers. But that being said, the system was really, I don't know if you've ever talked to a teacher where like they want to do so many things, but there's like this wall and you try to do stuff, but you hit a wall and you can't advance. And that was our leadership in our school. Half of the teachers of the school every single year would leave. So every single year we had a turnaround rate of 50%. That's not good in any school. And we had brand new teachers every single year. So that is not good for the kids, but it was just a constant stress. And by the end of my 3rd year, I would cry driving to school. And I lost the respect I had for my superiors. And once you lose that respect for leadership, it's over. Once there's the respect is lost in any relationship, it is over. You're just going to go downhill from there. So I decided, you know what? I remember the day I was in front of my curriculum instructor. I don't know what she was called. She was supposed to like be rating me. She was rating me, and I was so mad because I delivered a good lesson and she knocked points off of me because some kid had his backpack on his desk. And I was like, that's one kid out of 30. I don't know what he was doing. Okay. Like I was busy with the other 29. Some kid put a backpack and said, that's not my fault. Like, how is that I'm not a bad teacher for that. And it's directly tied to my salary. And I was like, you know what? That's it. I cannot have such dumb things be tied to my salary. So I said, I'm not coming back next year. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. It's just, I'm sure it's not going to be here. And that's when I had seen my mom and my brother, traveling. They were just not stressed like I was. I was so stressed that I developed like a skin condition where it's like skin writing. So if I would ever like just scratch my skin, it would just break out in hives all around. And I couldn't even fold my hand. It was just ridiculous. It was just too stressful. And I thought, I'm 25. And I'm going to live this for the rest of my life? I don't think so. Like, this is not the life I want to live. So I need to do something different. And what I wanted aligned more with what my mom and my brother were doing. They were like traveling. They were happy. They didn't have any scary Sundays. The Sunday scaries that you guys have that went before work. It's like, oh my God, tomorrow's work again. I didn't want to have that. So one day I drove down to San Antonio. My mom was visiting my brother. And I said, I don't understand what y'all do, but I know I can do it. And that is what introduced me to the world of network marketing. I had no idea what it was. Okay. Honestly, I was like, it's like one of those like pyramid scheme things, but it's like not one. It's an actual legit one because I knew my mom was very successful. She paid for my college education. I knew they were doing great things. I just didn't even know the word network marketing. So that is how I ended up here. And I honestly thought this was going to be like a 2-year stint. And I've been here for 7 years and it's been great. I've been able to create my own life. I've been able to manage my own agenda, which is all I really wanted. Freedom is whatever you define it. And to me, freedom is being able to manage my own agenda, work from wherever I want to be. I went to Texas last week, 2 weeks ago, I don't remember. And I spent 10 days with my nieces. And that was amazing because when my other brother had kids, I was never able to spend time with them. And now they're in their 20s. And I missed a lot of their childhood because I couldn't see them. Like, that's not going to happen with these girls. So I've been able to do that stuff and I'm very happy. So I'm going to share a screen with you and I'm going to tell you exactly what it is we do and how this works. Okay. So can y'all see the screen? Yes. Okay, perfect. So as we know, there's a lot of chaos and confusion in the world. And I understand where people are scared. I really do. Because if you have a job and you or only one income, it gets scary. Especially since we've been through the pandemic. We're in the middle of a great inflation. Okay. There's a lot of financial challenges everywhere. Like This whole recession thing, I feel like there are certain people, and we talked about this in a training, I'll talk about it later, but some people will be affected. And it's mainly people who have one income. And it's like not just America, it's the world. I think we're pretty well off here in the US as compared to other places, especially since we had network all around the world. I've heard the stories, and South Florida is full of immigrants. I mean, they'll tell you everything. And there are so many wars in this world. There's always something happening. I'm so glad we live here and not in a war-torn place, but there's just a lot of chaos, and I understand. However, this is also one of the best times to be alive, because this is one of the few times in world history, and believe me, and I'm an anthropologist. This is one of the few times, the only time I've seen in world history where you have so many options and you don't need to spend a lot of money. Okay, it is minimum. Do you have a Wi-Fi connection? And do you have a smart device, whether it's a phone or an iPad, or if you want to get really fancy, a computer? But that's all you need to start making an income. The only thing you're missing is the knowledge. And thank God we're in the information era where that knowledge is easily accessible and free chats like this one. Okay, there's a lot of people online. Find the right one. You're going to have to do your own research. But if you're like me, you like to do your research, you will find a solution to your challenges. It won't be easy, but the solution is out there. Okay, which was not the same 10, 20 years ago, was not the same. So basically, let me give you something. If you're taking anything out of this conversation tonight, it's the following. If you're looking for extra income, if you're looking to supplement, which I think everyone should, okay, no matter how rich you are, you should always look for more than one income. Okay, look for three things: globalization, rentability, and community. Globalization, why? Because you don't depend on just one country's economy. You're not depending on the US economy, on the European one, on the South American one. No. Okay. Yes, they're all linked, but they don't all react exactly the same. Okay. So if you're looking for something, make sure you're able to, if one market closes, the other 10 are open. You're still generating income. All right. Look for something that's rentability, meaning you're not spending a lot on overhead, or even you're spending the minimum if necessary. Okay, something that is affordable for you to do. I get a lot of people who've opened restaurants. Okay, I get that the allure of like wanting to have a physical store in a location, but it ties you to one physical space in this planet. And it's a lot of money, okay? Even if you want to open, someone told me that they wanted to open a food truck, which is, I think, is a great idea. However, like, it's not going to be a little bit of money, because it's not just the money, it's the time consuming, that it takes to run this place, to get it going. And it takes years for it to really, really, really launch. So look for something that is at a low risk cost. And community. The best way to move forward, like if you're looking for shortcuts, which don't exist, but the best shortcut it can give you is put yourself in a room with people who know way more than you and learn. Close your mouth and learn. That is something I've learned. Okay, I have like two very strong mentors that mentor me, and they come at me every single week. It's like, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Put yourself around people who know more than you and listen to them. And that is how I've learned so much about what is going on in the world. This is why I'm not nervous. I'm not scared, because if anything happens, I am prepared, because they can take anything away from you. Take your money, your house. They cannot take your knowledge away. If you have the knowledge of how to do something, you can go redo it anywhere else. So those are the three things I would focus on. If there's a community that teaches you, and it teaches you for free, that's amazing. I mean, just the free part is like extra, but find a community that teaches you to do the things, okay, that you need to do. Now here with network marketing in our company, for less than $300, which is a good startup cost, or operational cost, for less than $300, you have everything. Now, I don't know if you've ever had a business before. Maybe you have. Maybe it's an online business. Maybe it's a brick and mortar. I don't know what you've had before. Maybe you're new to business, okay? Which I was. I was an anthropologist and a teacher, not into business. So look for something that has everything ready for you. A business requires you to, have accountability, to know how to manage your clients, to do marketing. It requires you to have so many programs to track your expenses, your inventory. Spend money on these programs, you spend money on that inventory, you spend money on so many different things. You have to have employees, you have to have an account, and you have to have so many extra things out of your pocket. plus whatever startup costs you have to pay. Well, here you have a turnkey system. All that means is everything's ready for you. You have this fantastic app with all your reports. It tells you how much you've earned from every single sale, from sales that the people underneath you do, your downlines. It tells you every single, like where every penny is coming from. It gives you a tracking for your clients, the people who've bought from you. That's the CRM. You have the cell phone application with CRM, and you have contents ready to share. You have order history. You have everything done for you. You don't even need to have a factory. The product is already made. I'll tell you about the product right now, but it's already made for you. They have shipping down. You don't have to worry about it. It's like drop shipping. You don't have to worry about any of that. They have it settled for you. They have all the research done for you. They have all the resources ready for you. All you need to learn how to do is connect people to the company. And that requires a certain set of skills, which you can learn. That's the best news. But because it's everything's kind of handed to us, and this is what I learned as a teacher and what I learned as a human being, people get discouraged. They think like, oh, I have everything. Like they don't want to do that little piece that is necessary for them to do, which is the action steps, right? The whole marketing part of it. But good thing is that if you have a community, they can teach you to do so. Now, that being said, let me tell you about the company that we work with. It's called For Life Research. It has a 25-year history. It is debt-free. It is a legacy company, and it is family-owned, okay? It has had the same owners during the last 25 years. So it's really nice to know that we are not indebted to external parties, and we are not part of some sort of like committee that just chooses profits over the people. If you like, the more you get to learn about the owners and the family, you know how charitable they are, how much they do for their distributors. We do manufacture our own products. We do not depend on third-party labs to manufacture our products. We've actually toured, like if what you're seeing on screen, we have been there. I've toured it. It's pretty awesome. I've seen the machines. The employees tell us exactly how the products are made. So it's really nice to see the quality control that our company has. There are over 1,000 employees worldwide. It's a multinational in over 70 countries and has over 60 worldwide patents on product technology. Now, I do want to tell you a little bit more about the product. However, we have a special person here who's going to give us his own personal testimony about what our product has done for them. So I would like to welcome Edgar. Can you tell us a little bit about what our product is? And can you please tell us or share with us your story?
Good evening, Cynthia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, man, I am just so hooked onto the screen listening to you present this plan. It's amazing. But yeah, so I am a detective here from Florida, and my wife, she has suffered a lot from asthma, and where ever since I met her, she had that condition. Like she couldn't every time we lived at the time we lived at a second floor, and I remember her even going up the steps, she would like run out of breath. And so she had that condition for a while, and then I started giving her For Life transfer factor. And let me tell you, when I started giving her transfer factor, and within the next following 6 months, she showed amazing improvement. She started exercising. She started, she would not run out of breath. We actually took her to go see a doctor. He's like, yeah, no, you're doing great. You definitely have improved. And that was amazing, because I was, at the time, I remember I was so into working out, not that I'm not, but at that time I was, really into working out, and I was, using the Pro TF, I was using this, the Burn, I was using Renuvo. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give her transfer factor, and that's what I did. So thank God, she's a testimony for that. My mom is another testimony. She suffered from arthritis, and let me tell you, my mom, she is 51 now, and she's always been healthy. Always been healthy. I tell you, this woman, I'd never seen her had any sort of illnesses. But due to stress, especially, stress, just, I would say stress, she came down with that illness. And I'm like, man, that's crazy, Mom. You've never been ill. Like that's not you, you know, like how come you're ill now? How come you have this condition? You've always been healthy, you've always eaten right, you've always, maintained yourself, you've always worked out. Like, so yeah, stress can do that to you. So I started giving her transfer factor as well, along with other products. She started taking them. And let me tell you, time went by. She went to her doctor, and doctor, same thing. Oh man, you show some improvement. And you know what my mom said? My mom was like, oh, thank you. I've been taking these amazing products, a 4 Life transfer factor. And you know what the doctor said? Oh yeah, I take a glucose transfer factor. Even her doctor takes the products, consumes the products. So, obviously, these products are amazing.
Yeah.
You have medical people taking them, consuming them, even though they like to keep it quiet, but they're amazing. And my mom is also a testimony for that. So I started giving her that, and right now she's like one of my best, I would say one of my best customers. Every month, she's got to have her orders. She's in the loyalty program, she's making those orders, and then word of mouth, everything started spreading. Now I have family members that have also consumed the product out of Puerto Rico, aunts, my grandfather is another one. So that's what's amazing about this, that, from one person's testimony and one person, loving what they have and love what they consume, it just keeps spreading, keeps spreading. I know my wife has a 80-year-old friend, and he consumes the products as well. He's from Texas.
Yeah.
He's in Texas right now. He's in Texas. He used to be in Florida, and then he moved to Texas. But he consumes the products. Like I see what you talked about, the monthly reports. I see him. I'm like, oh, wow. I remember that guy. He used to be here, but he's consuming. So wherever he goes, he's still going to continue to consume. So the products that we have are like amazing. They're above and beyond. They're in the PDR, the physician desk reference. I mean, I looked it up myself because, obviously somebody telling me, for me, I'm a detective. I got to make sure that I'm making sure I'm getting the right information here. But I did my research. I looked it up. It's there. It's on that book that the medical people have, the doctors have. So I'm like, you know what? If it's there and it's saying that it's had like thousands of, investigations and researches, I mean, I gotta trust it. It does what it does. So again, that's my testimony for me and on my family side. So thank you so much, Cynthia, for allowing me to share this amazing information with everybody here tonight.
Oh no, thank you so much, Edgar. That we really appreciate it. My brother-in-law had asthma when he was a little boy, and they were giving, well, he wasn't such a little boy, but he was younger, and they started giving him transfer factor. And right now he's graduating from he's going to be a fireman, and you can't really do that if you have asthma. So that's really, really awesome. I'm really happy for him. We have so many testimonies. Really, I have my own personal ones. I have two very powerful ones. I'll talk about one of them later. It's very close to my heart. But what I'm doing right now too is I am in the 4 Life Transform Challenge. And let me tell you something, that burn product, if you hit a plateau, or if you're new to exercising and working out, take it. 3 good months. It does what it says it does. And it's really good. It's not one of those crazy ones that's going to make your heart beat like outside of your chest or something. No, it's really fantastic. It's a thermogenic and it's very trustworthy. So I've dropped some pounds and I'm going for more, y'all. But thank you so much, Edgar. Thank you so much for those testimonies. Now, I didn't really explain what 4 Life transfer factor does. Transfer factor is a smart molecule. Basically, our patent is on the extraction of this molecule And what it does, it teaches your immune system, it educates your immune system. So if it's too low, it helps basically regulates it. If it's too low, it helps raise it up. If it's overreacting, it helps balance it. Okay. So that's what transfer factor does. And now the person who invited you can give you more information on that. We have so many different products. We have a fitness line, which is what I'm consuming a lot of right now. We definitely have a wellness line, for example, for the arthritis problem. We also have just a transfer factor line, which is really good, directed straight to your immune system. We have a digestion line, which is really, really good for people who like to do their cleanses or just want to stay regular. It's a fantastic line. We have a skincare line that I'm obsessed with. It's a Korean formula, and it's fantastic. And we'll tell you more about that too if you stay tuned to one of our trainings. But there's a lot of products for you to look at. Definitely ask the person who invited you. We also have an energy product that's fantastic, but I will spend all night talking about our products because I love them. Okay, so that's not what I wanted. I'm going to have to fast forward here. Now, the thing I will say is this is a great opportunity for everyone. It's literally for every single person who would like to either make some extra income on the side or who wants to replace what they're doing. Now, most people, I will be really honest, most people either are customers or they like to share the product and earn some commissions on the side, which is fantastic. It's another stream of income. Why not, right? Especially if you're on social media. Now, there's a small percentage of us that will make this into a career because we become so passionate about it. And that is something I do. I know that is something a lot of us on this on this Zoom do as well. So let me tell you the options that we have if you're new here, so you know what we have to offer. The first thing is definitely being a preferred customer. So as a preferred customer, you get the wholesale price. You're also able to join what we call our loyalty program. So our loyalty program, it's basically like just if you go to like Sephora or Publix or wherever you shop, there's usually a rewards program that you can join. The program is free to join, and you have to look at the requirements to qualify in order to have like free products of the month, but you're able to get free products of the month, which is really great. This month it was a lung product. So if you have trouble breathing, it was really good. You also get credits to redeem for free product in the future. And it's like full product. It's not like little samples. Like Sephora makes me so mad. Like basically $100 would give you like a tiny little sample of nothing. So we have like full products here. And you also get to share your link with other people, like, hey, I take these products, they're fantastic. And if somebody purchases, then you get some credit into your account so you can use toward future purchases. So a preferred customer, you're treated really well. The second thing, which is a relatively new program, it's been around for a couple of months. It's one of my favorites. It's called the Brand Ambassador Program. So if you have 5,000 followers on social media, on any given social media platform or more, and you like the products, you can actually apply to become a brand ambassador. They'll give you your own personal link that you can share with your public. And for every single purchase the public makes, or your friends, family, customers, you get 25% the next day. So there are some programs out there like Nike, Amazon. There's so many right now. Everyone has an affiliate program. By the way, there's like 1 million affiliate programs. However, I'm involved in some of them because I recommend stuff all the time. They'll pay you maybe 3% or 10%. I know the Amazon program for affiliates will pay you after 3 months. And it's like 3%, 5% of a purchase. So it's very, very, very little. Here it's 25% the next day. It is a very, very competitive program. So I'm very, very proud of that. The third thing you can do is you can become someone who retails. So basically you join the company, you place your order every single month, and then you also have you have a link. So it's called like a My Shop link, and you're able to share with that with other people. You like kind of like a brand ambassador, you earn your commissions, but you're also able to build a network. Okay. So you can build a network. It doesn't have to be big, just a network of people who also like to share their page. So it's basically, if you're a seller, you can also recruit other sellers and you can build a small organization. You get paid bonuses. You have access to all the reports. You get to do a lot with that. And the fourth thing you can do is something that we're doing, which is build a career here and become a professional network marketer. And in this, you basically do all the first three things. So you're able to consume your product, you have your link in order to get commissions from your sales, and you're also building an organization. This is the best way to become more financially free, because you're not only earning from your own sales, from your own purchases, but you're also earning from your team's activity. Okay. So you're able to recruit people into your team. You're going to have a lot of customers, but there's a percentage of them who will want to also develop a business. Now, the biggest caveat here is you have to become a leader, but it's also beautiful because you get to teach other people how to build an extra income. You are going to learn skills, not only in marketing, in sales, in leadership, which, by the way, the best paid skill set in the world is leadership. It is leadership. Okay. You get to learn all those things, build a business. And to me, it's been a very transformative experience because I've seen people come in with a lot of, hunger. You come in with hunger. The people who come into the last category are people who are hungry for change. They're looking for something. My mom, we were poor when we were kids, y'all. We were poor. There's no way out of where we were. There's no college for me. There's nothing. Okay. Our future was bleak. My mom was hungry for results. She found good network marketing company, joined, and learned along the way. Made tons of mistakes, but she learned, and she learned how to become a leader. And she was able to teach a lot of people to also earn income. And that also allowed her to become financially free. Okay. And let me tell you a little bit about how the commissions work here. So, for example, this is like you talk to 6 people, you connect them to the company. They each make their purchase. They become leaders under you. You recruit them. Okay. You earn $24. Now, the whole thing is that you're going to teach them to do the same. So those 6 people are also talking to their 6 people, total of 36. So in that second level, you see how your income grows exponentially to $1,080 plus 24 because it's cumulative. Now, because we're teaching people how to do this, they're able to duplicate. So they're all also growing their own businesses. They're talking to people, they're connecting people. I don't need to know them, but we have a friend who knows a cousin. You know how rumors go? Someone told someone told someone to someone. Okay, imagine if we share business opportunities like that. Okay, we would all be super rich. So if we continue with this pattern, our third level would be $3,672 plus 1,080 plus 24. Now, there are so many bonuses in this company that I'm not even talking about. This is just a residual pay, which is a recurring income. Now, there's a 4th level example of what it could potentially look like. Now, let me tell you this. People are like, that's too good to be true. I've heard it all. That's too much money. People don't make that. I will say 2 things about this. 1, the more money you want to earn, the more time, effort it's going to require from you. You want to work 1 hour a week? Please don't ask to earn $20,000. You can earn a lot less. You can earn money. It's just not going to be 20 grand. Okay. Let's be super honest. It does require time and effort. Just like anything. I want to be more built. I want to be more toned. I've got to put some more time in the gym, or I've got to eat better. Okay. That's what happens. And second of all, when people say, oh, only 1% earn the big money. I'm like, so you're telling me it's possible? Yes, that is the mentality that I work with. It's like, but you're telling me there's a chance. Yes, but it requires you to put the time, effort, and the willingness to learn the skills. The good thing is you have a community that you can leverage off of. When you find out the power of leverage, it changes your life. So I hope you keep that in mind as we go forward. And there goes the presentation. So that's what I wanted to share tonight. This is a great opportunity. This is a network marketing opportunity. It has a phenomenal program. It has a phenomenal product. And we have so many communities. This is one of many communities. Yesterday, I led a community of young millennials and centennials who only speak Spanish, and we're doing a leadership training. Imagine if we taught leadership to anyone who's graduating from high school. Do you know how those kids are going to evolve by the time they're 30? They're going to be way ahead of where we started. It's fantastic to be able to learn these transferable skills that you can use not only here in network marketing, but you can use them elsewhere. I feel like the money comes so long as you level up as a human being. And that's what I really love about this opportunity. It's that you're not just earning the money, you're also learning business, you're learning how to become a better human being, and you're forming good relationships and bonds with people, with other people that you probably would never have met. I love all of you here. And there are certain human beings here that I'm looking at my camera that I think, dang, I'm so glad I met them in this lifetime. I don't know what it would be like without them. So that's what we wanted to share with you. It's a great opportunity as the person who invited you to know more about the product, about the compensation plan, about the company. We have the resources to share. So if you're new, welcome aboard, and we hope to see you next time.
Wow, thank you. Wow, virtual applause for Cindy and for Edgar. Thank you so much, Cindy, for your time, for that wonderful presentation. Again, I know your mom personally, and I put it in the chat. She has to be related to Dan and to the doctor that was on here a couple of weeks ago, because she looks nothing like her age. She stands with Edgar and they give me like brothers and sisters. She looks extremely good. When I first met her, I was like, whoa, she's beautiful. So I personally met her, and yes, I know her testimony and everything she's been through. The products are amazing. The business is amazing. Thank you, Cindy.